You're listening to another Woodshop podcast, the okayest podcast of its type. Your hosts are Daniel Dunlap of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks, Peter Kapar of Petrie's Workshop, and Braden Boakes of Littlebug Woodworking. You can find them as well as the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
Welcome to episode 267 of another Woodshop podcast. Recording this on Maker Camp Eve, kind of the episode before, the last week before we see many of your beautiful faces at Maker Camp. Less than a week until I turn my house into a homeless maker shelter. I mean, an Airbnb. And about 10 days away from when all of us get back into our shops and go, oh crap, Christmas is in 2 weeks. What's going on, boys?
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah.
Oh.
We always go into that post-Maker Camp panic. You know, PMCP.
I'm kind of already there-ish.
Things are
I'm on the downward slide into that panic. Into the panic hole.
Dan's strapped at the top of the peak right now, about to drop on a roller coaster of pre-holiday craziness.
I'm going to stay on my side of town with Dan talking about panic holes. So I'm going to stay over here for a little bit. Just a little bit.
Panic holes.
Our patrons?
Dan, do you have them pulled up or are you scrambling
I do.
right now? Oh, okay,
I do.
Okay. You have
I was doing it as we were talking there. I was like, oh, I didn't do the thing. But
you had that panic hole face.
I didn't know
why.
Your
voice got real high?
Did it? No. Yeah, we got some new patrons I'd like to shout out.
Juicy.
Brick Tuba Creations.
Nice.
He joined the army. DM Workers. I think that's how you say that. Works. And one Matt Shipley from Blue Fox Woodworking.
Ooh.
I would like to say, old Brick Tuba, Nebraska boy.
It's a great name.
By the way. He's a band teacher.
A band teacher?
Band teacher. As a matter of fact, I posted a story of my son practicing his saxophone in my stories.
And he said, ooh.
No, he actually praised my son. So
what a great start.
Look at that.
Big shout out to Brick and my son.
So wait,
good job.
His last name's Tuba?
Yeah, like I think he was destined.
A street name.
No. His last name's Tuba, so he was destined to be a.
I thought his name was Tuba Brick. It was Brick, Tuba.
I don't know. Please clarify.
Maybe.
Call in next. Change your name
like a tuba
on Patreon.
No. Maybe it's a tube of brick.
Bricked up tube.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about our VIP patrons before we go down that panic hole. We have one Mr. DM Workes. He joined the VIPs. That guy. Jeremy Johnstone. Tim Barnes from Earthworm Jim Woodworks, Greg over at G&M Design Co., Scott Crabtree over at Crabtree Creative, Dominic at the Crafty Sloth, Sean Renshaw from Native Woodworking, Nick at NSM Woodcraft, Chris Lamoureux from Homefront Woodworks, Alex the Mayor Duffy from Duffy Woodcraft. Hold on, I got to catch my breath. There's a lot of Gregs. Greg Bennett over Windy Acres Works, Greg D'Ambrosio, who won last month patron giveaway. We just drew those in the pre-show.
Scrumptious.
Over at GTD Woodworks, Damon at BWG Woodworking, Jeremy Claybaugh from J. Claybaugh Woodworks. Yep. Include the Maker Camp logo on your Maker Swap. Is Alex Adams from Type A Furniture.
I can tell you from personal experience, that's not a good idea.
Alex, I think that may be one of your better names. John Herbolsheimer over at Living Lath Woodworks. Nick's United Against Dan, Finish Brim's Table. Oh my God. That's Nick Vreeland at Nick Vreeland Woodworks. Jared LaPuma at LL Builds. Tyler Booth from Temecula Yard Games, Henry Lutens from Manfreda Wood, Justin Frazier from Fraser Canyon Woodworks, Sarah over at Rosie's Wood Shop, Jeff at Maker's Way, Victor from Whim Designs, Maker Cruise equals Nick Brim Woodworking. I think that might be Nick Brim.
We're doing a Maker Cruise probably at some point, maybe. Yes.
Yeah, in May.
There's some talk. Midwest Maker Meetup, the Onefinity race for the cure. That is Max Reed from Redesign. Thank you, Max. Extra
That's
points
nice.
for you. Bill Burkle over at WTB Woodworking. Malcolm at Bossa Nova Workshop, Crafted with Machines and Love is Patrick Gensel. Ed Mancini at Mancini Woodworking. Chris at Chris Will Make. Scott Shirk from Willow Creek Lumber. Jimmy Sprinkles, Trash Panda Woodworking. Wait a minute. Did he change his name? Yeah, he did. Jimmy Sprinkles. That's James Alford.
Sprinkles.
I got it right there. Justin Bailey from Campfire Woodworks. Speaking of campfires, come join us at Peach Yard. John Grubb over at Grubb will make rounding them out. That's all I got for VIP patrons. Look, if you want to join this chaos board, you can go to patreon.com/anotherwoodshop podcast. Or if you don't like typing that much, you can simply go to iloveawp.com.
Wow.
Get signed up.
Wow.
We would appreciate any kind of help you can give us.
That's the best kind of help. It comes with so many benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot of benefits.
Yeah, so many.
We talking about bennies?
Yeah. Our favorite
if
Benny
you
is
sign
Discord, right?
Obviously, the number one Benny is the Discord. It'd be popping. Also, if you pay attention and you sign up for any of our tiers, including the free one, occasionally I forget what I'm doing, and you can sneak your way in there. But not today, Satan. Another benefit.
But yesterday.
Just yesterday, yes. We're not talking about it. Anyway, one of the benefits that you can get is you can get entered into our monthly giveaways for our patrons. Greg D'Ambrosia just won a couple of clamp companions from Timber River Tool Company, one of my favorite tools in my shop. No, the clamp companion's not Greg. Sorry, buddy.
Be nice.
That's fair.
So all you got to do, sign up for any of our paid tiers. The higher up your tier, the more entries you get, all the way up to VIP, which gets you 4 entries in the giveaway. You have to do nothing after that. Like you're just there. And then on the last day of the month, we panic and we run that list and we give things away like Santa Claus, but less red. So this month's giveaway, we have a Micro Jig super special discount saw stop companion pack that we've built, TM. That's not their branding. It's keep your fingers away from your stuff. It's our
branding for them.
It's our branding. Yeah, for them. With a gripper to go and a match fit CNC work holding kit, complete with kit full of work holding things, so that you can get your fingers away from the spinny bits in your shop. Because if you don't and you record it, people will yell at you. Like 1.3 million people will yell at you.
If you don't, engagement.
Yeah, it's engagement. No, nothing makes people more upset than doing something wrong confidently on the internet. So anyway, go get entered in to win. You can find our Patreon at iloveawp.com. And so go sign up.
Booyah!
That's the end. It's the end of the podcast.
That's our new catchphrase. Booyah! Thanks for joining us.
Pete?
Well, I want to give a huge shout out to our new sponsor. We picked up a new one, and it's right in a field house. World of Tanks. I'm kidding. It's not World of Tanks. It is our good friends over at Gorilla Glue. They had reached out, and we were like, well, yeah, this makes sense. We actually all use your stuff. So, guys, Gorilla Glue is a company a trusted brand with decades of experience. We are all very familiar with their polyurethane glue. A lot of us have used it before. I have it in my shop always. I use their spray adhesive. By the way, Braden, I don't know if I should tell you. I don't want you to find out like this, but they make spray foam as well.
You hush. You hush your mouth.
Yeah, stay in your lane. Well, I know that's Braden's job. But guys, they just released a lot of cool products. They just released a whole series of color match wood filler, including white, which is great because I painted my house like beautiful, pristine white because I grew up in a house with brown walls, and now I have
Pristine.
a lot of little pinholes where I put a screw in or something. And I've been like, what's the word? Lazy about filling them in. So now I can use that wood filler and fill in all those gaps. They also have walnut. They have golden oak, not white oak. Calm down, Sean. So there's a lot of cool options, and it comes obviously in the small tubes, the buckets, whatever you need for your next project. And of course, a whole series of wood glues. And they just released the ultimate, which is the 100% waterproof glue. The hard, what were the temperature swings you were reading off? It was like negative 100 to plus
negative 57 to
that was the spray foam gap filler. It operates at negative 54 degrees all the way up to 194 degrees. I want to know who hit 150 and thought,
what?
We should probably keep testing.
What test rig did they burn down doing this? Right. What survived? Only the product. So make sure to go check out their whole lineup at Gorilla Tough of all those products and more. Next time we're going to talk about some of the other cool stuff that they got. So yeah, go check that out. And our other sponsor, we love them. We can't wait to see them. Maker Camp coming up next week, guys. We're so excited. In less than a week, you guys are going to be smelling up my house with farts right before we go to Maker Camp. To pick you boys up from LaGuardia.
New fume extractor.
I got the fume extractor. I'll hook it up to Dan's. It'll be Dan's CPAP for the night. But guys, next week is Maker Camp. It is hands down our favorite event every single year. The boys come out here from Nebraska. We have a good hangout for a day or two, and then we head up to Catskills Maker Camp in East Durham, New York. That is going to be next week.
Slide
everyone.
right in.
10th to the 13th of October. Next week, Friday to Monday. And we're going to be there Friday through Sunday. We're going to have a great time. There's a lot of hands-on. You can do, there's makers, there's crafters, there's designers, woodsmiths, blacksmiths, all kinds of smiths, John Smiths. And there's going to be crafting, fun, fire pits, barbecue. And honestly, it's one of the greatest events to hang out at. It's one of the most, it is the most hands-on event you can go to. We probably do the least amount of hands-on stuff at this event. We are just constantly interacting.
Speak for yourself. I put my hands everywhere.
Yeah, but then, the cops showed up and... But guys, it's going to be super cool. You get to interact with other makers. You get to try stuff out, learn new skills, and of course, talk to all the exhibitors that are there, all the brands that are going to be showing up. And you also, if you are a paid patron, we are having a patron maker meetup pizza party. Yeah, that's
way to make that as complicated as possible. Yeah.
And it will be in exactly one of two locations because the cell service up there is a little rough. It's up in the mountains. We're either going to have it at the gazebo by the lake, and if that doesn't happen, we're going to be at the pond. Sorry, pond.
Puddle.
If we're not at Onefinity, we're over at Onefinity and Onefinity tent, and that is going to be Saturday at 3 p.m. What? Not
tent. They are in the shipping container this year.
Shipping container.
It turns out Onefinity cannot be contained, but they're going to give it a try anyway.
Wow. Ship, yeah. Am I right?
Could it be because they need to keep water away from their machines?
I think it's because they can just close the doors and lock Stone in at night. It will
that
be
way he can't get away.
It'll be a full moon. It'll be a full moon.
Oh,
so we will see you guys there in just 1 week. We're not going to be officially recording a podcast, but we may sneak something in next week for you. So stay tuned. And if you still haven't gotten a ticket, head over to Catskills Mountain Makercamp.com and use code AWP for nothing. There is no code for that, but go pick up a ticket. Love you. Bye, bye, bye.
I can't wait to have the patron delicious dinner of pho meetup
for the cure.
Also, Alex Adams this time is not allowed near the pizza boxes.
Yeah, Alex Adams, please ask an adult to serve your pizza to
hand you. We're gonna spoon feed you pizza.
We're gonna cut it up into little bites. Open up the hangar. Here comes the airplane.
Oh, it's awful. All right, should we jump into... Dan had some incredible news that he wants to share with everyone. So why don't we jump right into that? You guys ready?
What?
Let's do it. Buckle up.
Good news, everyone.
Oh,
Dan, you had some maker news that you dropped on us earlier you researched yourself and you were really excited to share.
I got so much maker news, you guys. You have
so
no
much maker
idea.
news. It's crazy.
All right, hold on.
While Dan's pulling up his maker news, a new video dropped from I don't want to say a dear friend of ours, somebody who is on YouTube. Drew Witt dropped a new video, and he only drops like 6 of those a year. So
True, he did say that himself.
He followed his own advice. Dude did another cabinet video, so
Miter Station for the Poors. But then he's A-being that title still, so you might not see that one.
Oh,
yeah, it was a. Okay, I gotta give it to Drew. No, I don't. What?
No,
what
we
an
don't
awful
have
person.
to.
We don't have to. I'm
what
going
universe
to,
is this?
Drew put out a 49-minute video on this time. Something about listening to him tell stories, because if you pay attention to his videos, and he told us this at that class at the Texas Woodworking Festival, he doesn't really do how-to type videos. Like, you can kind of figure it out, but he uses the video and building the things as a backdrop while he just tells a bunch of stories. Man, guy can just immerse you in audio, like just weaves the stories.
I watched his video today and I fell asleep like 2 minutes in.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, it's perfect for going to bed. It's way better than.
But hey,
melatonin.
Drew,
like,
you still got the view from me, so
boring.
It's all good.
But great lighting.
The lighting is, I mean, he's my inspiration.
Inspo. It's not blue enough. Not blue enough.
Oh, do I need more blue?
Yeah.
I see.
I
I can do that.
What else happened? Xyla 3D printed a rocket and launched it into space.
That doesn't sound new. That just sounds like a normal Tuesday.
Yep.
Or Xyla, yeah.
Her sky canoe? Is that a space canoe?
Space canoe? Dan had some hard opinions on open source 3D printers.
Let me tell you, okay? I don't have hard opinions by open source 3D printers, but apparently Joseph Prusa does. Let me just say this, okay?
Paint us a word picture, Dan.
Every time we do Maker News, I feel like I don't have Maker News to give. So I asked Chadley to give me something, and let me tell you something. It spit out a word vomit of
Dan,
things.
before you read that, I just want everyone to know, please go watch the pre-show. Watch it. Don't just listen. Watch it, because Dan talks to his ChatGPT. Talks. He doesn't type it.
I'm a prompt engineer.
Like an old grandma trying to order tomatoes from the supermarket from her Alexa. Like, it is so unhinged.
It's the only place where I've ever heard Dan use customer service voice.
Yeah, Dan's never been so nice. Dan's so afraid of the robots.
You guys, they're going to rise up, and I'm going to be the only one left.
But he was so polite.
They're going to be like,
no point did he say please or thank you. He just was nice about it.
I said thank you in the front and the beginning. I have proof.
Etiquette. Go ahead, Dan. Say it from memory.
See. Joseph Prusa of Prusa Research says that desktop 3D printing is dead, apparently.
And what does that mean, Dan?
It means it's dead. Dead.
Like,
he recently made waves by claiming that open hardware and desktop 3D printing is more or less dead. He argues that Chinese firms aided by government subsidies and loose patent regimes are copying designs and patenting them locally, making it harder for open hardware proponents to compete.
Sounds like kind of a sensationalist headline.
I'm just saying, that's what he said.
I think
now
Dan
I'm relaying the
kind
message to you.
Summarized it a little too much.
His company, Joseph's company, has moved to protect certain innovations. Prusa, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, it's the one that you use, right?
No, I'm familiar with it.
You should be on the forefront of this information.
I'm on a 3 front.
His company has moved to protect certain innovations. Example, the Nextruder. Pete?
As opposed to the Pretruder?
Yeah, just you don't want the pre-shooter.
Or you don't want the Intruder as proprietary while still leaving other parts open. And that's straight from tomshardware.com.
That's
I thought it was
ridiculous.
from
Whatever.
Joseph. Joseph's
Nope.
hardware.
Nope,
Joseph at Tom's.
tomshardware.com.
Joseph Tom Prusa.
So I think, Dan,
So-
you kind of, I don't think they're saying desktop printing, open source hardware.
Hey, I
desktop
just
printing
I just read them as I get them, Pete.
because so
Just read them as I get them. You should be more impressed that I can read that well.
I
That was-
am actually very
You
impressed.
That
could
was-
have you could have stopped that statement at you should just be impressed that I can read, and we would have agreed.
Yeah, I can read very good.
Well, I will say what that actually means is, Bruce is right. Like it's the Bruce's whole model has always been everything is infinitely repairable on our machines. You can get third party machines. You can make them yourself. You can build your own. There's plenty of Macintosh Hackintosh, like a Prusa, but somebody built it from scratch. Plenty of those out there. And
Wait,
now
so you're
that they have
saying
the
you're saying that you can just download and buy a bunch of parts
You can
and just
download a
build your
car.
own
Yep.
CNC?
You wouldn't
I mean,
download a 3D printer.
Oh, I have.
I would download a
car.
car so fast it'd make your head spin.
But basically, all he's saying is because all these companies are coming in, obviously they can mass produce it way cheaper. Bamboo, Anycubic, all these companies that are basically copying the models, copying the technology. But the Nextruder is their proprietary extruder technology, just like Bamboo has their extruder that you can pop out the whole thing. But the thing is, anytime you hear about patents and stuff like that, an international patent is not enforceable everywhere. It's actually very hard to lock down. That's why when Dan said they protect it locally, to patent it locally, they're patenting it in China, for example, or Canada or whatever, but they can't do the whole world. They can't prevent somebody in the US or in Europe or somewhere else.
They can, but it's not enforceable.
No, in certain cases, they literally can't. Well, yeah, they can't enforce it, so they can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't Prusa based in the Czech Republic?
Yeah.
And they
So,
can't they can't buy or they can't protect any of this, which is why I buy my bamboos from Turkey. So
Guys, this spit out another piece of information that I didn't share with you in the pre-show.
Okay.
oh snap.
Okay. There we
So
go.
The game is changing as we see it.
You heard it here first, folks.
Berkeley Humanoid Light.
What?
Low cost, open humanoid robot. Researchers from Berkeley released Berkeley Humanoid Light, an open hardware humanoid platform. It's designed to be modular, 3D printed gearboxes and buildable at a cost of $5,000.
How is this humanoid?
We
though?
could all have a humanoid robot for like $5,000, you guys.
Okay,
I've
Dan,
seen iRobot. This
I'm
is how
going
it
to ask the
happens.
question that everyone asks anytime one of these comes out. Can I?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Can I it?
If you 3D print the right parts, you can.
Oh, I heard I can 3D print the gearbox. Hey-ho.
It's your choice where you put the gearbox, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? It's been getting a little. It's getting to me now. Now I'm like, oh, it's getting a little scary how fast technology's moving. People have been saying this for years, but it's finally hitting me. Yeah, there's a new AI tool for everything now. Everyone has AI, and all these people are claiming AI, but it's just an AI based code, and it's just there's so much of this happening. But then also with robotics and other stuff, I am personally the most excited about how AI is helping in medicine. It's finding cancers and helping people find issues with their bodies, or find solutions for when they're sick earlier. They're helping doctors actually do that. So I'm really
That's
excited
weird
for that.
because all I'm getting from my AI is body shaming.
What's up, fatso? I'm pretty sure Braden just got your phone and changed your preferences in there. Call me fatty. No, Dan's lost a lot of weight. And that's not body shaming. Body positivity.
Yeah.
I was going to say something and I completely forgot
Sorry,
because
Daniel.
of that. No,
you said humanoid 18 times. So
Yeah.
No,
And I
it's
asked you if
wild
you
to me. Like you talking about how far technology has come. Like you just look at 2 years ago what we could do with AI. You remember the video of Will Smith eating spaghetti and how unhinged it was in the beginning, and look at today. Like today, I think they just launched Sora 2. ChatGPT did,
And Will
and
Smith looks exactly the same. It turns out he just doesn't know how to eat spaghetti.
yeah,
It's
but
not even AI. That's just him trying to prove a point.
it's crazy. Anyway,
I am
Um,
legend. I am not spaghetti eater.
But listen, all I can say is that human is going to cost more. Human made, human support, human whatever
Maybe
is
that's
going to
like-
cost
That's because
more.
he's in Canada and we've
Whoa,
got to
whoa.
import it.
No,
I just
not
had
this
an idea.
product.
I just had an idea. I think on my website and on all my Etsy products, it's going to say human made instead of handmade.
Handmade.
I got
Human.
hands, Greg. Can you milk me? No, but it's true. I think, there's going to be in, the next decade or so or further out, there's just going to be more demand, or things that are human made are going to be more valuable, whether that is human made content, human made products, especially products.
It's going to be the new bespoke thing
Yeah.
to say.
So I think
it was made by a human hand. Ooh,
I'll be interested to see how that
artisan.
goes though, because as we continue to improve manufacturing, as we continue to improve the ability to move faster and create more with less resources, prices are going to go down. And at the same time, with inflation,
With
with
the
just
dope rhymes that I
cost, we're going to see human made things continue to go up in price. So I think we're going to see the gap in between fast fashion in products and human made, not man made. I think we're going to see those that gap widen. I don't know. Are we going to be able to afford human made things?
Listen, not to get, this isn't political, but I think universal basic income is something that's going to just have to happen in the future. I know it's it's socialism, it's communism. Like everyone just gets all political about it. It's literally going to get to the point where technology is going to allow us to make, not us, companies, whatever, governments, make more money, make stuff without having to do less payroll and all that. And there's going to be money to hopefully put back into, because otherwise it's just going to be slums everywhere. It's going to be high-rise cities and slums. Dystopian idiocracy type.
Haven't you seen every single
Oh God.
futuristic
Well, they're not all bad. Listen, the stacks were really nice in Ready Player One. Just saying. It was a shipping container, okay? And what's inside those sometimes? High-end CNCs.
Here's something else that's spit out that is kind
here
of
we go,
interesting.
another one.
Draw to cut, a sketch to material CNC annotations, a project on ARXIV. I've never heard of this. Introduced Draw to Cut, a system where you can sketch directly on the physical wood and it translates those sketches into CNC tool paths.
So it's a shaper and you get a domino style pencil?
You can see your drawing live,
It's a shaper
aligned
sketch.
with the material preview, and then cut it.
Shaper sketch with a camera.
Interesting.
Mm.
That's all I got for Maker News. I'm done.
Speaking of lasers, and this is my last one, and this is I'm making a mess here.
It's your first one.
This is a month old, but I just found it in the depths of the night yesterday. I went down let's see if I can find where the internet ends type evening, but not on Etsy, so it was less weird. There's a company, ACMER, ACMER, and a month ago they launched on Kickstarter and hit all of their funding goals for the according to them, world's first 120 watt diode laser and 4 watt IR cooled laser and CNC in guess what size format?
Can I guess? Because you've already told me.
You've got to pretend that I haven't already told you guys.
Oh,
this.
right.
4x8
okay,
inches.
here we go.
It is a 4x8, but not in inches. It's a 4 foot by 8 foot cutting
Whoa!
parameters.
I'm acting surprised. That's crazy.
But seriously,
So-
that's bananas. Where the heck? Now we got to figure out where to put a.
Why do you even care? 'Cause you
CNC
already-
and a 4x8 laser.
But Onefinity already did it, and that's all you really wanted.
Yeah. Well,
So, like, now
let me ask you this: if you get the full 8 from
Yeah.
Onefinity, the 4x8, and you put one of those JTech lasers on it,
Yeah, that'll work. But technically, that's not a 4x8 laser base. That's a 4x8 style automatic Tyler base.
well,
What
Which
does
is-
Tyler have to do with this? Temecula Yard Games isn't included in this.
But yeah, I think it's bananas that there's 4x8
Yeah.
lasers at that, at like the consumer level. There's always been those giant ones, but and one of their demo videos is let's make 1,100 keychains, and I just want to be like, so you one batch and you never have to make another keychain or what?
My one beef with this thing is, all the photos we're looking at, I didn't see any like acrylic cover over the top or whatever. It's just wide open.
No, it closes. It has like a close, like
it's got a zipper tint.
It's like a mega dome, like a baseball stadium.
Oh,
It's
I
got
hate
the
it.
Cowboy Stadium.
I like it
Yeah.
even less now. I want to be able to see it, but I also don't like. At that point, you're just getting like one of those open body CNC lasers. That's like, you got to have like fume extraction for the whole building. But
Yeah, this
with
this
that
is
attitude,
this is
you don't
enclosed.
have to have
and
extraction.
It shows
just save
some test cuts
YOLO
of
it.
like 2-inch thick material. Like it's bananas, and I'm certain that
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of it
yeah.
is just marketing, and it probably
Yeah.
can not perform that well. But just the fact that these are starting to come out at our grade, like our level of machine,
Our level.
is always kind of like how when like the Onefinity and
What do you mean,
the
us
CNCs
people?
suddenly became, exactly what I mean, East time zone people.
Yikes.
well, all right. So I mean, this kind of drops us into like something that me and Dan have on our benches that we
What?
created this week. Dan's not
This?
picking up on them. Yes. So
the We Create laser?
Yes, let's jump into that because that's kind of talking about lasers and stuff.
Lasers and stuff.
Lasers
Our new
and stuff.
segment.
Yeah.
What's on my bench?
But
Oh.
like, all right. So me and Dan both got hooked up with We Create with the
Braden
45 watt
absolutely did
Vision
not.
Pro.
I don't have a We Create laser on my coffee table.
I don't know how we want to handle that one, but all three of us have one. And the thing is,
Allegedly.
so I finally ran it last night and ran some test cuts, ran an engraving, and it's a diode. It's a 45 watt diode laser. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, it's
Not
not,
just
bad.
with that, their software. I was expecting just absolute dog poop. Because
I
a lot
ran
of
mine
these
a few
softwares are
times
bad.
before I put it on the internet to make sure that I liked it, and it's pretty great. And that, like you said, that camera is pretty great right out of
It
the
Hit
box.
updates
updates
Alignment's
really
pretty good.
fast.
The app is actually remarkably good. It doesn't have a lot of what Lightburn does, but also has certain stuff that I wish Lightburn did.
Here is my one gripe, because it says it's usable with Lightburn, but if you use Lightburn with it, the camera won't work.
Yeah, I didn't see it as an option. I was having trouble with that. So maybe
Yeah.
it just takes some dialing in. Maybe it's a specific.
I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah.
I tried all the one thing that I know.
all
So
the one thing.
yes. But
It's been one thing.
the software that they have, the We Create software, it's pretty
Although, correct
nice.
me if
I
I'm
mean,
wrong, it is a software you have to buy, or did it come with the laser? Did it come with the Pro?
it came with
Because we
mine.
have to activate our license with it. So I think it's
I don't know.
yeah. I'm wondering if there's like a charge or a fee.
Full
or if it's-
transparency, they sent these to us.
Yeah, there's a
and-
sponsorship deal, but like pretty impressed. I mean, especially right now with my big laser.
It's not a
kinda being
podcast sponsorship.
a
It was
brat.
just all personal.
it was really nice to have one that like, hey, I could also supplement with this one for ornaments this year. So
I put mine right here in my office, so it's like right here by my desk. And if I get an order for something that needs a personalization, because I do offer that on a few things,
so they
just pop it right in, and
they've got a free version of the software and then a premium membership that you get 6 months free with a Vision purchase plus requires activation.
Okay. There you go. So there's probably what we got. But
difference being AI image generation. And
it's got AI image generation.
It does.
Didn't you watch the little when it turned on? It gave you a little step by step, little preview, little tour.
I didn't.
But see, the point I'm trying to make is, sorry, Braden, just to finish my thought, is look how compact that is. That thing is hella quiet. I actually have the fume extractor with it too. The fume extractor actually did amazing. It took out a lot of fumes.
We're going to put that to the test when I get there.
And the thing is, like, this is like not just this machine specifically, but this caliber of machines is the Glowforge killer. Like, Glowforge is already, like, it's kind of, unless you really need to do acrylic or whatever, but the Glowforge is loud.
I don't know anybody who has a Glowforge anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of going out of fashion, you could say. But they kind of bit themselves in
with the X-Tool P1.
Yep.
Speaking of the X-Tool, have you seen, they got that, I think we've talked about it. They have the new laser and the automatic welder or whatever the heck that is.
Yeah, they got the welder out. There's another one.
A plasma cutter.
Just got a welder or laser welder as well from some other company. So, sorry, Braden.
Maker news, backtrack.
X-Tool also, I think like a month ago, they launched a pretty interesting promo that kind of leans into the Glowforge killer, and they show a beat up Glowforge on their website. They've got a save up to $800 on a new machine. Price is guaranteed till Black Friday. So it's you trade in an old machine and step right into something else. Like they're kind of going after
that's
Glowforge specifically.
I hope they cover the shipping.
Yeah, I was gonna say they might have to update that now, but I mean it's crazy. It's crazy the accessibility that we have on products. And I mean just how quickly stuff, AI changes, which let's be honest. This is a bone that I have to pick. AI is not AI. AI 10 years ago was just called algorithms. Like that's what it was. That was the hype word. But they're cool now because they say funny jokes and they make silly pictures. But just having accessibility to levels of equipment that we, 10 years ago, we never would have had or never would have been able to afford it's just bananas to me how much more accessible stuff to create is these days versus 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, look at the fact that like, if you wanted to have something out of plastic, you would have to buy or pay for like a mold at a big manufacturing plant and then possibly make your part and hopefully make your money back by selling 50,000 of them. And now you could just 3D print it and you don't have to worry about all that other crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I guess should I just keep going?
Your bench.
Pete, tell us what's on your bench.
Oh, hey. So, you betcha. I got one of those wheat crates and
I hate everything that's happening.
Maple glazed rails.
Stop it right now.
So
was that Minnesota or Canada?
It was everything, and it was deeply offensive to like an entire hemisphere.
It was Yonder, Minnesota. It's a town on the border. Don't look it up. I just made it up. So again, like I said, that laser, pretty dope. Came at a good time. I have been like slammed with work the last couple of weeks. Last week, I think I talked about it's been the busiest I've ever been. This week was worse. I was way busier, but
it's the worst day yet.
So far.
Yet, exactly. So one of the things that's been causing me a lot of stress is I've been so slammed at work. I'm exhausted afterwards, and I haven't been able to finish my Onefinity setup because I got the red line upgrade. I was beta testing it with them. And I've been meaning to get this thing set up, and one thing after another just kept getting in the way. Then, like, one day I was ready to carve. My Vetric license expired. Then, like, I was ready to carve it, and then I'm like, oh, wait, I have to warm up the spindle. By the way, it turns out the redline spindles are pre-broken in at the factory. So you just have to do a quick little warm-up, like, for 10 minutes to, like, so it doesn't squeak initially, and then you're golden. You're good to go. You never have to do it again.
That's just what they tell you.
That's what that's straight from the source.
That's what Big Spindle wants you to
Big
think.
Spindle. But anyways, I finally got the laser set up. I ran some tests on it. I can start getting content out for that deal, because that's also, you know, ticking timer, whatever. I have to do a certain amount of content for a certain amount of time. I'm really trying to stay on top of it. The other thing was with this Onefinity, I finally got it up and running. I ran a carve. It was perfect. By the way, everything I thought about spindles, I thought always that air-cooled spindles were hella louder than water-cooled because there's a fan blowing inside. There's barely any difference. Oh, did you actually test or no?
I bought this so that Dan and I, because between the two of us, I know, Dan, I love this, mostly because it makes you groan. That's a weird thing to say. I bought this because between the two of us, we have access to a water-cooled spindle, a Makita router, a air-cooled spindle, a 65 millimeter air-cooled spindle. So we can test out like 5 different configurations.
That would be a great video. Hey.
There it is. There it is.
Like
but
Dan
we can test out and we
creator.
can disprove or prove. Well, we can see how loud they are.
I was told that it's when I was selecting it, I was told that it's only 5 decibels louder than the water cooled.
Well, we're gonna see about that.
I swear to God, if it's 8 decibels, I'll lose my shit.
Stone, you're going down. But anyways, so I made a sign. I carved something on it. Whee! I also love the new Vectric 12 is
Pete
so awesome.
made
so
a sign.
I've got the sign.
It'll open up your eyes.
No,
Pete
I
made a
sprayed
sign.
it. It's outside still. I have to get it later.
Oh no!
I should have like peeled off the Aura mask, the masking like right after spraying it. It's like glued on there now.
Oh yeah.
Oopsie. Oh well.
Sutton is gonna be pissed at you.
Anyways, thanks for reminding me, guys. But got this thing up and running. I love it. Honestly, that new controller is just so nice. It has so many features that I wish everything else had before. And yeah,
it's so much easier to use the higher end controllers than the Buildbotics.
Yeah,
Dan,
like,
I know,
but like,
Dan knows how to work Buildbotics, and Dan hates change.
I can work it.
You can.
I can work it so good.
Back and reverse it. Yeah, we got it. But it's so much. Pete, look me in the eyes.
Pete.
It is so much easier. Look me.
No,
in
I'm
the
not
eyes.
opening my eyes.
Open
No.
your eyes. Look deep into my soul. Look into the windows of my heart.
Why am I uncomfortable? This is.
Why are you trying to sell me on it? I
So
know. I'm
much
trying
easier.
to sell it to you guys.
I'm agreeing with you enthusiastically. It's so much easier using these bigger controllers.
Here's my biggest thing that I love about it, and I hate that it has nothing to do with the machine. It is a tech thing, and that is that the touchscreen is instant recognition. There is
Nerd
no
alert.
like click and then delay. Like, here's the thing. For all of us, the most expensive computer we all own is our freaking car.
My brain.
Yeah. And like you sometimes on your cars, like you put it in park, it takes like a second or two. And when you're in a rush, that feels like forever to like flip on a reverse camera. Or like I get in a car and it does this little boot up sequence for like 3 seconds. I'm like, I gotta go.
Ain't nobody got time for this boot up
Nobody's
sequence.
got time for that. Or I like click a button and there is a like just enough of a delay to feel it where like you click it and it's like click. It's not instant. I hate it. This thing is so
clicks.
So fast. I love it. It's so good. So that's my biggest. The rest of the machine is great too. I don't have to sell it. It's freaking awesome.
So you're saying you wish your Ford Explorer was like a Redline spindle
I
controller?
could duct tape a Redline spindle controller onto your Explorer.
Yo, Onefinity, hear me out. Redline F-150.
Wait,
I think they would get sued by Chevy because
here
Chevy
we go.
Silverado has a Redline.
What if they
Really?
started making
They do.
Redline branded audio decks that you can remove from the car when you're in like a shady hood?
Ooh.
Yeah, and like bring it with me to the restaurant, put it there like
What
where
if,
the phone
what
is
if
now.
just the face could come off?
Oh,
Dude.
and it just plays like a bunch of dolphins jumping out of the ocean, but it's really Stone and Morgan just
slaps. Dude, I just completely off topic on woodworking. I have wished for years that there was a way to just upgrade. Like it was a standard deck, and you can pop it out, put a new air. What is it? Not AirPlay, CarPlay system in there. Something snappier, faster that'll actually react. Because especially with these cars nowadays, half the controls are digital. I have no knobs. I need knobs, my guy. Let me crank my knob.
Okay.
Anyways,
So I'm not riding
knobs.
with Pete to Maker Camp.
No. Did I talk last week about the fact that Juniper's officially the first proud owner of a truck in my family?
You did not. You
So
talked a
Juniper
lot. I don't
owns an
remember that.
F-150.
There's no way you talked about this because you would have had to deal with us for this whole past week, and
Yeah.
I've been
So
able to get
there you
actual
go.
work done.
Juniper officially owns an F-150.
God,
Power Wheels from Fisher Price.
found my favorite Kapar. I mean, it wasn't a
So
close fight for third place, but first and second was pretty close most of the time.
So Emma's leaving the post office, and you guys have been there. You met Dolores, right? Leaving the
Dolores.
post office, and she calls me. She's like, "There's like a Fisher Price car, like in front of that house. It doesn't say anything on it. Whatever. Like, do you think it's like up for grabs?" And I like, we come back. I like knock on the door or whatever. It's like very clearly on the edge of the road. It's like it's trash or whatever. And I'm like,
Did
"It's in
you
rough shape."
steal? Did you
Yeah, I
steal
may have
somebody's
stolen.
Power Wheels?
Did you go into
Dolores
the
knows
garage
them.
to get it?
No. So we take this thing and it's in rough shape, and like I have to fit it in the back of the car. It's literally sticking out of the back of my quote unquote truck. And Juniper's crying because there's this giant thing like staring at her. And I get it out, and it's in rough shape. But like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna get a battery for it. I'm gonna get the 12 volt DeWalt battery
Milwaukee-
adapter.
Yeah, the Milwaukee adapter.
flip.
No, the DeWalt adapter. Like, come on.
Whatever.
Yeah. And we're going to see if it works. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, I might see what needs to be repaired, because a pink, like a bright pink with white accents, F-150 driving around a neighborhood
So like
at
Keith's.
like 25 miles an hour. Well, it's fast for the little one. That would be pretty badass. So I might turn this into a project if this thing is, especially if the motor works and everything. Bro, we're spraying this thing.
What if? Okay,
What
so
if?
you
Hear me out.
do the 12 volt battery swap.
Yep.
And then we hook in a
Torn.
red line controller so that you can adjust the speed from 100% all the way up to 200% spindle speed. What if we replace the axles and motors with spindles?
Yes. Okay.
Content.
Instead of a drive shaft, stiffy. Dude, but I'm like low key excited to get this thing like fixed up, because I mean I could buy a new one. I don't even know what they cost. Probably like $500.
$250.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but kind of like the idea of an F-150 instead of like a pink Jeep, because it has an actual like
Oof.
the lift, the
Wow.
gate actually opens up. I could like throw wood in the back. She could drive it over to the fire pit. Put her to work.
And the entire time, everybody can judge you because you keep saying, I got a little Explorer truck. Nah. And then you do
It's a truck.
exactly the thing that we are saying.
What's going to be
better.
What's going to be even funnier is that Juniper's Power Wheels can tow more
tow my, tow my
or
so that was one
haul
of the
more
things.
than Pete's truck.
It doesn't have, so it has like tow hooks on the bumper. I went to lift it by it, and it's part of the plastic molding. So it's like I'm like, no.
You're saying that the
This is getting replaced.
You're saying the free Fisher Price plastic toy car you found didn't have solid frame
Anchor points?
mounted
Yeah.
anchor points.
I have complaints.
Well, you generally do.
So that's gonna be a fun project for future Pete. Right now it's
I'm-
living in front of the trailer, but
I'm secretly kind of serious about spindle axles.
well, there was some talk between me and Emma about making it potentially remote controllable.
Super dope.
Like
Big
I mean, for safety.
or like have a almost like a dog fence, but like if she drives too close to the back, it cuts the power.
So that as she's tumbling into the ravine, she also has no power? God!
Stop short.
Really take her off at the knees?
Jeez.
We're going to teach her some life lessons.
Yeah.
Do we need to tell the people about the cliff of death in your backyard?
It's not a cliff of death. No one's camping on it.
It's
Don't
a
worry.
ravine of doom,
It's the edge of the world. Okay.
as we know it.
Fine. All right. What else? Oh! The big thing happened last weekend. So Justin
You stole a car.
Gilligan, maybe of Call Me Maybe.
Why is everybody's middle name Gilligan? This is weird.
You
The weird
is
universe.
yours not?
I don't think so.
Well, you're not invited to my
Pete's in production. He's not an artist. He's not super creative.
There you go. So Justin Mabie reached out to me a month or so ago, and he's like, "Hey, how come I haven't done a documentary on you yet?" Because he does documentaries on a bunch of makers in the community. And my first response was, "Are you sure?" Like, I don't really make stuff. I don't know, But we put something tentatively on the calendar, and we both left it like that. We were going to confirm. And then we talked at Pine Barren Maker Fest, and we're like, "Oh yeah, that's next week. You good? Are you still good?" And we were like, "Okay, I guess it's happening." So he came up, stayed the night. We recorded all day in the shop. We actually shot a pretty funny intro for the video that I'm hoping he sends me first, because it's going to be, it involves Juniper, so that's funny. And well, she's funny in it. You'll see. And then he asked some like pretty deep questions, but it was a blast. It was really cool to see this. Justin's a fairly silly dude, and he's got this like like surfer vibe to him. When he gets to business, he's very serious, very focused, game face, absolutely game face. And watching him record stuff, I love watching other people shoot video, because how efficient he is with his clips, like the panning he does, what he tries to capture, how the lighting works, all that stuff. Really cool to see another professional do this and like pick little things out of it. Like, oh, I should try that. So that was pretty cool. But the biggest takeaway I had from all this is when he asked me a month and a half ago, I was legitimately like, why would you do it on me? I don't make furniture. I'm not big 3D printing account, whatever. But then it led me down this like crisis, like of like, what do I do? And then later it kind of like clicked one day. I was like, yo, what a lot of us have, even if we're not like a furniture maker, a 3D printing farm guy, whatever, like we make a lot of cool stuff. We make a lot of cool crap. We get to fix whatever we want around the house. We get to tackle a project on a whim and have all the tools we need to do it. And I had to like tell myself, hey, you do pretty cool stuff. Like this is worth it. He's going to get some good footage. So I either had to tell myself that just so I didn't cry the whole time, or it's really true. That's just kind of my 2 cents on it.
It's really the power of editing. He's going to make you look way cooler than you really are.
100%.
Yeah.
But I think, it does bring up the point of like, we are all very jaded by how creative and crafty and skilled and equipped we all are.
Oh,
because
I'm super equipped.
Dan, calm down, Dan. Dan, what you have behind you there, just even the 3D printers and a laser alone, is more than most people will ever dream of having in their space. They might not have it. They might be in an apartment. People live
like a 2D printer over there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
yes.
look at that.
We have such cool shops. We can tackle any project. It's pretty awesome what we do. What everyone does. All the people listening to us. Whether it's just you got a couple tools in a corner of the shop and you tackle some projects, or you got a 3D printer and you model your own stuff. If you're creative or you work with your hands or you design, you're pretty cool. Pretty cool in my book. Yeah, finger guns.
Drew in his video,
not Drew Witt though. Nope.
Not Drew. Yeah, definitely not Drew Witt. But in his video, he kind of talked about that, about how when he had just started building, he would oversize cut things with his circular saw because he was scared of using the table saw. So he would drive 45 minutes across town to a buddy's house to have that person cut stuff on the table saw. Yeah, I mean the stuff that we can do is mind blowing.
Also, I learned today that Drew Witt's a coward.
And then he
I can milk a table saw, Greg.
And then he talked about track saws
me?
for like 16 hours, and then he also has a cup holder for the Festool. So
yeah, that cup holder holds a mean coffee.
Super nice. 12-ounce Canso. Not good at all.
No?
A terrible cup holder. I cannot wait to leave a review.
Well, that's basically it for my week. I think.
I do have a question because you guys do say you said that he was gonna make Pete look good with editing. How many star fade transitions do you think he will use in your mockumentary?
I want
all of them.
I want nothing but just crappy
PowerPoint
transitions. I want Star Wars transitions on everything. Like
he's not even using
stripe swipe. Yeah, like everything.
He's not even going to use like editing software. He's just going to put it into PowerPoint.
Or I want full Scooby Doo like where it like zooms out and back in. Or like the whole screen spins, or like
yes,
Batman,
now we're talking.
Batman, yeah. Why not? So that was super fun. But that's been my week, just been craziness, and I'm going camping this weekend, so I'm very excited.
I'm going to distract you with my pepper powder, Batman. Joke's on you, Joker. I took an antihistamine. Pow! That was an actual scene.
I can't believe those were ever. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been getting old timey Batman clips, and how was that ever TV? Yeah, how was that ever TV?
You guys know how like TV Land used to be like the black and white Mickey Mouse Club, the old school I Love Lucy, stuff like that. Yeah. TV Land today is showing episodes of Friends.
Oh, shut up.
Early How I Met Your Mother.
I don't know.
And Saved by the Bell.
I hate this. I hate this. Why would they play it in black and white too? It makes no sense. Anyways, Dan, what's on your bench? Speaking of black and white.
Well, first of all, I didn't have anybody come to my shop and record me, so that sucks.
Maybe you could let Braden actually do it.
He came to my place and I recorded.
We did do some built-in work this past weekend, and I think we're going to do it again this weekend.
Dude,
maybe
those white oak built-ins are really starting to look like a walnut desk to me.
We ran into some problems, so we got slowed down. It turns out built-ins are kind of tough. They're not as easy as they're cracked up to be, or whatever the saying is.
We've learned some efficiencies that we could apply in the future, Dan.
That's a very good way to put it. I like that. Yep, that's what we did. We definitely didn't make things unsquare and then tried to force them into place.
That's a lot of words to say you f***ed up.
No, they were square when we built them. We pulled them out of square, setting them into studs.
Gravity.
No, pulling them into studs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
that's what I would love to watch you guys install a door frame.
No.
Oh, it's squared up in there, and then just no shims, just stretch the whole door frame out.
I do a great job installing door frames. I just pay for install at Lowe's.
There you go. That's the way to
Menards
do it.
or wherever.
Oh, must be nice to be rich and white.
It's not bad.
All that aside, Braden can do all the built-in talk. My shop this week. So I'm currently like super overwhelmed with. Get ready for this. I hope you're sitting down. I'm super overwhelmed with Etsy orders right now.
Oh,
it's been a while since we've had a Etsy.
It's been a while.
What's our first Etsy do?
But
so
I got a lot of tables in my queue. So
Is one of those Nick Brims?
I got to make 2 tables for Nick Brim.
Yeah, in 6 days.
Maybe.
No,
I'm
definitely.
trying my best.
You have to sit next to him on a flight.
Well,
for 4 hours. I'll
buy him a drink.
In a car for 2 hours and sleep next to for 4 days.
I'm going to have to sit next to Nick on the plane, and Dan's going to have to sit in timeout on the other side of the plane.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll upgrade to first class or something. So,
like absolute hell, you will. You will suffer in the back with the pores like me.
Yeah. So I have a lot of tables. This week alone, I put together 5 narrow tables, 3 slide tables, those C tables that I make with box joints, and 1 set of those bar stools that I make, those modern bar stools.
And a partridge in a pear tree?
I haven't gotten to that yet. It's not Christmas time yet officially. But things are humming. I'm gonna really try to get Nick's tables are very close to being done. All the hard stuff is done.
They're very close to being started.
No, they're started and they're like 85% done.
They're almost middled.
They are glued up.
Are they sanded?
They are not sanded.
They're half glued up.
They're 52.6% glued up.
Dan's doing the best he can
with the things that I've been given,
which is not much.
You don't deserve Nick Brim.
Remember, he told me no rush.
That's true. This is 100% Nick's fault.
Yeah, but no
Nick
rush doesn't mean...
No rush means no rush.
He should have known who he said it to.
That again, all his fault.
I love Nick Brim, but this is absolutely 100% his fault.
They don't call him No Deadlines Dunlap for nothing.
No, it's not Nick's fault. It's all my fault. But yeah, I'm just a bad person, and now I feel bad, and I'm just gonna go cry in a corner. Braden, talk. Braden,
gosh dang you, Bernice.
Talk about your week, please.
Dan, are you ready to hear more things to stress you out and be upset about?
You guys have craft fairs coming up.
I am looking at a series of emails that I got back to back to back, like 3 days in a row.
Oh, no.
So we go to Maker Camp next week, then we come back, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 weeks, and then we have our first craft fair. And then we've got 4 weeks in our second craft fair. And then we've got 5 weeks in our third craft fair. Dan, how many whiskey smokers have you made in the last 10 months?
Hey, Braden, how many did you sell outside of a vendor event?
All of them.
Well, you could have just held on to that stock so you guys would be ready. I wish we had an episode sometime in July to remind everyone to start making stuff for craft fairs.
But remember,
write that down. We need to do that. We should probably do that.
We should do an episode.
Remember, we also prefaced that episode with "Do as we say, not as we do."
Yeah, watch us we are the example every single year. We have to do it, or else people would think like, oh, life is just easy. No, we must suffer for the good of humanity.
Life ain't easy.
Dan, we've got craft fairs coming up.
Great. And I signed us up for one of those. So.
You signed us up for one. I got us out of one of the ones that was like a dud, and I got us into a much, much larger one.
Oh, great.
And you know me, always be selling. I got us a better spot than the spring spot. So like we're in a popping spot.
So you're going to need even more whiskey smokers.
More products.
Yes. I am thinking that we need to just do what we've always talked about.
Just a bunch of cutting boards?
You do cutting boards. I will take everything left over from the white oak built-ins, and I'll just crank out whiskey smokers. You crank out like just every cutting board that
Can we make whiskey smokers out of plywood?
I think we probably technically could.
What, zebra wood not poisonous enough for you?
There's not really any reason why we couldn't make whiskey smokers out of other hardwoods. I think maple would be ugly because it would burn in the char.
But cherry would be good.
Hear me out. On a lathe, you turn a giant like log of whatever wood you want, cut them on a bandsaw, drill press the holes.
That's
have
way
Nick
too much
Brim
work,
pushing the stuff.
We have a CNC that will do all of that without us having to do any of that.
Yeah, but Dan still has to do all the prep work and everything. Yeah.
I need to get my second CNC functional.
It's functional. You just have a big old rotary in the way. That's what I mean. Have you downloaded your software so that you can run that?
1,000% movable. I don't understand what the problem is. You just unscrew it, push it. Mine just sits at the back of my machine. I can just
They're thumb screws.
Oh, are they thumb screws?
I think they're thumb screws. I don't
Even
remember.
if they weren't, you just like four screws, slide it back.
I'm bad.
It's
so much fun talking about how
Dan's eyes.
It's so much fun talking about how we, in like a triangle, inconvenience each other, and that's what our friendship is built on. Just
We're just all
you are
inconvenienced.
you are my
I love
person
to hate you guys.
Yeah, so we've got some craft fairs coming up. Like always, I would like to try and take something interesting or new.
I have an
Like
idea.
always, we'll make like 2 of that thing.
Cutting boards.
Cutting boards. Etsy. I really want to get the rotary out and make a turd ton of those.
Third ton.
A literal turd ton of the French dough presses or French dough rollers.
Yeah. Do it.
Because those were easy.
What are you waiting for?
I needed to get an offset because as soon as I added my automatic tool changer, it encroached upon my rotary space.
The refs threw a flag. Encroachment on the defense. Or
good
offense.
news, Dan. You know how we came over and I was looking for those offset extenders for the rotary that I thought I had lost? They don't exist. They never shipped. They're not like a thing. I just thought they were.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody at Onefinity.
Is that those blocks to elevate it a little bit?
No, the blocks to elevate it are in there. But on the QCW table, there's like little upward little things. Like you can't, if you're listening, you can't see. I'm making a lot of hand gestures.
That's why you watch the YouTube channel.
Whole lot of hand
things
gestures.
that go up, and then there's these little nubs on the rotary that like lock in, and then there's a hand screw, and it locks it all in place.
I have nubs, Greg. Can you lock me in?
Anyway, so with the automatic tool changer, it encroaches upon where, like it overlaps where the rotary would go, and so you need these offsets that they are being designed and they are being created. But I got a hold of a 3D printed set and a file, which saved me the 2 hours to figure out how to make a box with a hole in it on SketchUp, something. I don't know.
Shaper 3D?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. On the internet softwares. So I can get the rotary going.
Cool.
The second I put the rotary on, I'll have to take it right off because we've got to make 400 white oak whiskey smokers.
And maybe 2 cherries.
Maybe 2 cherries. I think we could probably do something. What would be something dense enough, Pete, that would be similar to white oak?
Wenge.
Without being expensive like Wenge.
Red oak.
I absolutely cannot stand you.
I mean,
I cannot stand you.
It's cheaper than white oak, right?
Okay.
You're
Braden,
right. You're
actually,
technically right.
Braden, I don't know
but
why
in
you're
the
asking
worst
him.
way.
We could use
You want
ash
poor man's white oak? Ash. There you go.
or hickory.
I'm not trying to make like a knockoff. I was just trying to make something with like a walnut or something, because we always get people that pick up
Hickory.
like the one that we make that's in a
Wait,
different
this is
species.
for whiskey smokers, or
Yeah, whiskey smokers. So it needs to be something that's dense so that it chars but doesn't
like I'm not even
catch
here.
fire.
I think
I'm
hickory is
listening
a
to you,
good
Dan.
one because that's actually being used for like smoking meats and stuff. Whereas ash is it's ash. It smells like ash.
Look at hickory on the Jenka scale. You know, the scale about jeans with large pockets.
Dzięki in Polish means thanks. Just so you know. So the Dzięki scale is like the scale of how thanks you.
I was-
It would be
thankful you are.
so much easier to like on the spot research stuff if you guys would let me have my cell phone. But anyway, so Dan, we have that coming up. We get to go enjoy
Great.
ourselves to Maker Camp and then come right back to Omaha and
Great.
hate everything.
Do that on top of all the tables I need to make.
Yep.
Woe is me.
Good news though, I will once again not have a arcade cabinet for one of these events, which makes me sad.
One of these days.
I think my New Year's resolution to finally get my arcade cabinet done is probably going to be a 2026.
I'm telling you, just 3D print all the parts you need.
I am deeply offended. I'm looking at this Jenka scale. Bamboo is technically harder than white oak.
Yeah,
Did you guys
those
know
3D
that?
printers are made with metal.
You know,
Shut up.
this used to be a serious podcast where we would actually help each other out. I don't think it's possible anymore.
That was really funny though. I liked
Yeah.
that. That was funny.
First thing I thought of.
Ooh, mesquite. Skeet, mother hecker. Built-ins are going fine. Dan left. Dan's the brains of this operation. He set up
I just talked about how we screwed up a bunch of stuff. Don't put that on me.
No, okay. Here's how we screwed things up. We built square boxes for the uppers, mounted them together, and then I, wanting to keep them from falling on my family,
I don't know why you would want to do that.
Have you seen Gabby? She makes it through something like that. I'll never survive. She'll smother me in my sleep. She's got an attitude. I love it. I absolutely love that I'm raising a hellion, but
she's 3.5 feet of sass.
Oh, just all sass. I can't wait to teach Juniper some of the words I've taught Gabby.
Yay.
You have to answer to Emma, so just saying. Just keep in mind, she's cooking your food.
I'm only marginally scared. As long as I can sneak by until the end, I can survive on whatever the gas station Casey's version of New Jersey stuff is.
Bananas. She's coming to Nebraska this year or next year for Maker Meetup.
Maker Meetup.
So just saying.
Perfect. Well, then I don't have to undo the shower fix. I was thinking about just, seeing how you treated me leading up to the event, and I put in a bad cartridge in the shower.
How you think I'm staying with you again after what happened?
I fixed the problem, Pete.
After he saw Brim's house, he'll probably stay with Brim.
I'm staying with the cats.
You saw the luxuries that I have. Anyway, why are it's taking so long to explain these boxes? We made perfectly good boxes, and then we screwed them in the wall, and it pulled them all out of square. And then we tried to put square shelves. I did shim, but
not in the places you would think.
Yeah, we shimmed by feel.
That sounds like a sham.
We shimmed with our
sham.
But anyway, no problems. We unscrewed everything, fixed it, got the shelves in, and now I have half of the shelves in. And the other ones are cut and ready to go.
We made some beefy AF shelves.
Thick ass. You could probably put Dan on the shelf.
I came up with an ingenious way to mount them.
Yeah, an ingenious way that's never ever been done before ever.
Is it shelf pins?
No, it's not shelf pins. It's hidden. They're permanently mounted.
All hidden.
Dan, how did you mount them?
You'll have to watch the YouTube video.
Oh, great. I'll wait till 2028. Maybe we'll have a viewing party.
We will.
We're not going to need to have viewing parties. We're all going to watch them on our brain implanted video chips now with ads.
I can't wait.
So that was my week.
Hey.
A lot of square stuff. And then, like you, Pete, my day job just decided to just absolutely roundhouse kick me directly in the face.
My day job is the worst.
Dude, you work with that asshole. That's the
your
problem.
Your boss is a dick.
Yeah, he is a dick.
I cannot believe that once again he didn't give you Employee of the Month.
One of these days, though.
It's just one of these months.
One of these months, I'm going to get Employee of the Month.
All right, let's hit these questions because we just chitter-chattered about boxes.
So much chatter and chitter.
You guys know what you got with me. You did this to yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Our patrons?
Don't be coy. Time for the questions with the AWP boys.
I love that so much.
I'm liking it less.
I love it.
Slaps.
Can we go back to Black Betty?
I can't wait.
That was awful. It made no sense.
It made perfect sense
to hear the techno bass remix of that song. The club mix,
the EDM.
Yeah.
AWP
Here's
boys.
Jeremy Kleber.
I want an extension hose for my shop vac that I use for sanding. Is Centec the way to go, or is there something else? Jeremy Clayball.
So by the way, the Centec hose is the most common one, if you ever Google or Amazon it, it's a standard ribbed hose for a vacuum. It's the one that like we always talk about, catches on your table and stuff. If you need it for an extension, I think that's totally fine. It's hella cheap. Listen, if you want to spend the money, go get a Festool hose, the anti-static or whatever. But honestly, especially if it's a shop vac, get that like Rockler 2.5-inch flexible blue hose. That stuff is awesome. I use it for my CNC. It's anti-static as well, and it doesn't bind up, so it moves freely if you're like hanging it and draping over the like high up over your walkways, whatever, to reach to your sanding station. That's what I would do, and it's probably $30 for a pack. I'll look it up, but that's what I would recommend. What do y'all think?
Well, I didn't know what the Syntec was until you told me what it was in the pre-show.
It comes with long
pre-show, post-pre-show.
Yeah, it's like long sections too that you can get of it.
It's probably not a bad option if you're looking to keep your budget in check. But man, if you can afford it, the Festool hose is fantastic. And why? Because it's not ribbed and it doesn't catch on the edge of like benches and stuff. I cannot stand ribbed hoses for that. And we all love Surf Prep. They're great, but the Surf Prep hose, not great because it catches on stuff all the time. Don't like it. Braden.
Yep.
Braden.
Syntec, it's like when it's like it's an entry level. They make a bunch of stuff. I think it's interesting. They make a quick click dust collection system that has like the connector, like the Easy Connect system, sort of like what like Rockler has for like hose ends and stuff like that. So I'm certain that they are a lower grade price point, and there's probably a lot of things about them that look really, really good that probably don't work quite as well as just spending the extra money and getting the Rockler one. But Dan,
speaking of hoses, you know what we forgot to mention in what's on our bench?
Don't talk about Pete like
Nick
that.
Brim?
No, the Giraffe Tools vacuum system we hooked
I was
up in your garage.
literally just thinking about, and I was just going to pretend we didn't do it until this weekend.
Don't use that for dust collection, by the way.
We'll talk about it next.
Not
time.
for any kind of dust collection.
Dan and I, while working on the built-ins, found once again something else to distract us with.
Side quest.
Yay! Yep. But yeah, I mean, I give it a try. I mean, the price point, it's really hard to go wrong with a shop vac. It's not like you're going like the highest end in terms of dust collection, but wing it, see what happens.
I will say
the worst that goes wrong.
So I just looked it up and I forgot about this because I thought it was an adapter that I added, but it's actually what comes with it. The Dust-Rite 2.5-inch expandable vacuum hose kit. It's $34. It expands up to 12 feet. And the adapter that comes at the end of it is a swivel adapter. It's a 360 adapter. So if you're moving around the shop or whatever, it's never going to bind up on you. So that's kind of nice too.
That Festool hose, I'm looking at it on Amazon. It's
bonkers.
Like $84.
Yeah.
And it's only 3 feet long.
Yeah, how long is that hose, Dan?
3.5 meters because they're German.
It's like 2 feet.
10 feet. No, it's 10 feet.
Is that 10 feet?
I've heard it both ways.
A meter is about 3 feet. So
okay.
Why not just say 3 feet?
Where is it?
Yeah.
Or actually, wait, it said 3.5 meters?
3.5 meters.
Oh, so it might be closer to 12. 11-ish, whatever.
Decently long hose, but man, $83. That's crazy.
So there's another option. And again, it sounds like he's trying to like have like it's suspended, but if you are dragging around, you'll obviously want some kind of sheath on it. They make like things you can wrap around the hose so that like it also
yeah, they do.
Keep the cord running with it. Dan, do you still have that vacuum from Merca with the hose?
No, I gave it to Mr. Brim.
So that came with that kind of hose. It was the ribbed kind, but it came with a sleeve that the hose ran through it, the cable ran through it, and you like zipped it up. So like it's smooth and it doesn't catch on stuff, but there's a thick ass zipper going through the whole thing. So
like hose pants.
Like it's like hose pants. Yeah. So you can get an aftermarket option like that as well.
How much was the 10-meter one?
3.5 meter, but it's like $82, $83.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the 10-meter. I'm looking at like a Zahan.
What did you call me?
You heard me. It's some knockoff brand that's made up on Amazon.
Here's one for
it was
170.
Yeah.
$189 for 10 meters. I thought it was
Good
the same
Lord
size as what you
Almighty.
said. $82.99 for 10
Yep,
meters.
I see that. I see that
$164 for that hose. Damn.
Oh, maybe I'm looking at an off-brand one. That's
You want to be
$83.
cool, don't you?
These hose ain't loyal.
They are not. That is very true.
They're not.
But
No,
do
they're
they
not
come in
brand
different
loyal.
area codes?
All right, next question is from Mitch over at Horn Dog Maps.
A potential customer wants me to 3D engrave a lake into a cookie. What can I do to prevent further cracking and to seal it and make sure it looks good and the carbs good in the future? It is a red oak cookie. Mitch Horn Dog Maps.
More butter so it doesn't crack, and carbs are always good.
Butter. Is he filling that thing in later with blue?
Yeah, I think
I think so.
That's his
It's
MO.
kind of his style.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
I would 110% make sure that thing is dry all the way through enough. I mean, that's what's going to cause movement if it's not completely dry. It's going to move with the seasons, but I think you're going to get major checking and stuff like that if it's not fully dry. So step one, make sure it's fully dry. Absolutely.
Now, Dan, would you spray the whole thing with penetrating epoxy? Or not spray, brush on penetrating epoxy?
Yes,
Just to stabilize
absolutely.
it. Now, would you do that before the carve and then carve it out and then do it again once do the inside, or wait until you carve and then stabilize everything?
Ooh, I like that. I think that's a good idea. Stabilize it, carve it, stabilize it again.
Yeah, because the inside obviously is going to be all the stabilized section. Because penetrating epoxy usually goes pretty deep. It's fairly thin,
especially in a cookie. Did he say what kind of wood it was?
It's red.
It's going to be very porous. So yeah, it's going to penetrate quite a bit.
So I can tell you, Dan's favorite or former co-host, Coffee. Mike works with redwood a lot, and he seals any kind of like the grain, and Cam does too, from Blacktail, and they tend to use that a lot, especially if there's any kind of punky sections on it around the.
That's a famous show from the 80s.
Yeah,
punky.
like punky meaning like it looks like spongy or whatever. You definitely want to, and it soaks it up like crazy. It'll take it right in, and it'll help stabilize it. But he did send a couple photos in a Discord that you can join if you're a patron. And there was already a bunch of checks in it, like decent sized ones. So I would say tape that off, fill it in first completely, make sure that's good, make sure that's solid, and then do some penetrating epoxy to stabilize it. And you don't need a ton of it. A small can of it will do. You'll brush it on and it'll just soak it up. And then do the carve. And as soon as the carve is done, fill it, like seal that in with penetrating epoxy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Just go, I guess, a little lighter because you don't want it to discolor too much or be uneven with the absorption, because then you're obviously pouring in epoxy into it.
There's nothing you can do that's going to 100% guarantee it's not going to crack or check. You're just trying to mitigate that, right?
Exactly.
You're trying to lessen the odds. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell which way Mother Nature is going to swing, right?
And if you use penetrating epoxy, regular epoxy sticks to it, right? Yeah, it'll stick to it as well. So it'll help bond it. Yeah, cool. I think that's the way to do it. Braden, what do you think?
I think you should take the bottom, flip it over, cover the entire bottom with Gorilla Max Strength construction adhesive clear, and then stick it on a piece of concrete. And then it will never
Stabilize it
potato
with
chip.
a brick.
Stabilize it with just raw power and gap filling technology.
I mean, I wonder what he's.
You don't want to throw any foam in there for good measure?
Oh, obviously cover the entire thing in closed cell foam with 60 psi of tensile strength.
There you go.
I'm also assuming this is going to be like a side table or something. And if it is,
side piece,
just a fair warning. When you carve out, make sure your screws don't go through the inside of the carving. If it's like a 2-inch cookie and you carve down an inch and use an 1.5 inch screw, suddenly it's inside your carve.
It's a feature, not a bug.
I've definitely never done that. That's stupid.
Yeah, who would do
Who
that?
would do that, a rookie?
Idiots.
But I think that's the move, man. Stabilize and get those checks filled.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The checks are crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they are. They make them printers. Next question's from Steven.
Hi, boys. Long-time listener, first-time caller, typer. I am going to make a solid wood vanity because I hate myself. What type of finish would you use to keep the wood feeling but protect it from the environment? It will just be the casework that will be wood, as the top is stone. Bummer about me not getting to give you all cuddles in a couple of weeks at Maker Camp, as I'm not able to get to America now. Have fun. I might see you all next year. Stephen Hawker, your mate from the future and the land of Bluey, and all things that can kill you.
Oh.
Stephen, recycled wooden things.
Steven, tell your toilet spider that we say what's up. Apparently a thing. They all have spiders in
Did
it.
you see in the chat, there's spider rain?
What?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That's like
They collect spiders into like the condensation and then it rains down spiders. Imagine hell.
What?
Australia's worse.
What?
My favorite prison colony.
I don't have a response other than what?
Yeah, this is what you get. Now you don't get to dream about kissing me in Hawaii. Now you get to dream about spider rain.
Great.
Guys, this is kind of the ultimate project because you don't have to worry about like people putting stuff on it. So like usually the biggest concern is always the top of anything because someone's going to F it up. They're going to put a cold one on there or something that's going to stain or leave a mark or dent it or whatever. He's just doing a casework, which literally like the sky's the limit.
Oh God! Speaking of the sky, spider rain is so much scarier than I thought.
Stop it! We took your phone away, and this is what happens. Now
the screen is just bigger.
Screen. I would say honestly, do like a hard wax oil or something, or a lacquer if you want to really be simple with it. But like
a lacquer has a kind of a filmy finish, though. I mean, he wants to keep the wood feel.
Plus, you can get like an orange peel.
Absolutely, hard wax oil or a tongue oil. Tongue oil is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love me a good Rubio or something similar.
Oh, yeah. Rubio or Osmo would be a good choice too. Yeah.
Osmo sounds like it's Australia-ish.
Crikey.
I don't know why. It's got an Australian sound to it to me.
I'm super interested to see how Morgan takes it though, that Stone's going to Australia to be a tabletop. Is it like a lifestyle performance art piece or something
it's
like that?
It's just a side hustle.
I would eat sushi off of him.
Okay. Next question, please.
Maker Camp, baby.
Yeah, man, but it sounds like
come join us.
Go with some kind of hard wax oil or some kind of oil-based finish. Just not like a oil varathane or urethane or something. Nothing stinky. Something thin and light, and then light. I've been wanting to actually play around with some of these like nano finishes, carbon finishes.
I think those are like finishing finishes. Like they have to go on top of something else.
You can do a hard wax oil and then finish it. Or you can do Rubio and then finish it. Right. Basically, it's a protective layer.
Correctamundo.
Also, with nanotechnology.
Yeah. And with as far as Rubio Duo Coat goes, because I always do 2 coats. I don't care what they say. They have a maintenance oil, something that you can put over your finished piece. It's not quite like the nano or whatever, but that's what they do. Like, because technically Rubio was a floor finish, so they would use that maintenance oil in like the main hallway, the entryways to the house, like the high traffic areas would get that finish.
It also gives it more of a sheen.
Charlie. Yep.
Yeah. Winning. Tiger blood.
Tiger blood. Good question. And sorry we're gonna miss you at Maker Camp, bud. Next year, hopefully. Bring us Vegemite.
Fingers crossed.
All right, I think last question's from Jeremy of the clan of the Boss.
I want an extension hose for my shop vac
Wait,
that I use
what?
for sanding.
We already did that one.
Oh, we did that one.
Is
Sorry.
Centec the way to go, or is there something else?
I meant Justin.
Hey, boys, I'm currently dealing with a lot
There
of
it is.
unexpected
Justin.
changes in my 9 to 5 that are causing me to work more hours and adding to my stress levels. I like my shop time to be a way for me to mentally reset, but it's becoming a struggle. How do you guys go about this handle times like this? Any tricks or tips you can share? Thanks. Dustin Owner at Shop Humble.
Step
Quit your
one,
job.
we handle it poorly.
No,
So let's just get that out of the way.
I want to hear Dan say it.
Quit your
Yeah.
job. Do the woodworking full time.
What do you do when your boss is a dick and you're overwhelmed and you're slammed and the hours are terrible?
I
And
take daily naps.
I'm going to point out he specifically said he liked to be in the shop to relax and to have time away from work. So I feel like quitting the job and just making the work and the relaxing part the same thing would not accomplish the goal.
he did
Oh.
mention he is also in IT, so I can,
Definitely quit.
he's an-
Definitely
he's
quit
an-
your job.
which is basically
it
like
girl.
the shop. He's an it girl.
Don't do the job anymore. Quit the job.
No, that's not how it works. That's how mortgages get paid.
Oh, that's the only answer I have. I don't know anything else.
First National Bank of Omaha takes hopes and dreams.
Do they?
Yeah.
Nope.
Conversion rate between hopes and dreams and thoughts and prayers, though, terrible right now.
Oh. Some banks will take content because a lot of companies want to just pay you in
Exposure.
exposure.
Ironically, getting paid in exposure at the local prison is different.
Ugh,
Oh, God.
stop it. Braden, how do you relax when spray foam is filling not only walls but your entire schedule?
Well, here's the thing. Poorly. I handle it poorly. And just to re-emphasize, badly. Aretha constantly gives me a hard time that I feel the need to monetize and take every hobby and turn it into some sort of job. And so I don't believe in relaxing ever. I just try and ride at a constant 85 to 95% high strung at all times.
Can confirm.
The biggest lie that I've ever convinced anybody of is that I am a chill, easygoing fella.
Can confirm.
Dan has watched me walk the edge.
Can confirm. You know what Braden doesn't like? Air horns.
I cannot stand the lack of
No
control
one
with
likes air
Dan and
horn.
his air horn. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a terrible person to ask this because I don't know how to separate things, or I don't know how to what's the word in your brain where you compartmentalize. I don't know how to compartmentalize. I'm real bad at it. I just ride stress all the way to hell and back. So, Pete, I hope you can do something better than that.
Well, before I do that, I'm gonna give Dan some good news, and he's gonna freaking dance. Watch.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna dance.
Yep.
Pete's going to quit his job. Go.
When I hit spacebar to pause the audio to play the next voicemail because I played the wrong one, I paused the recording, so we're using a Zoom audio, which means Dan's not gonna have to do edit this podcast.
It's amazing how
so
many
giddy.
technology issues Pete has, being as he's the guy in IT.
Yeah. Well, having 5, 6, 8 different windows here.
Hey,
so
I'm not making fun
I'm like,
of you.
hey, why
I can
isn't
do
that-
8. I can do 8 windows worth of research, and I don't have to pause anything.
I have
Dan's-
one window up, and it's my Zoom. And wait,
Surprisingly, Dan's not dancing right now. He's
I
keeping
ain't got
it
the
in.
energy to be dancing. Come on now.
But my answer is, so you guys ever seen that episode of Futurama where everyone gets a government check for $300 and Fry proceeds to drink 100 cups of coffee and he's at 99 and he's vibrating, and then he
Yes.
drinks the 100th and time basically stops. He starts moving
Yeah.
so fast,
I've
but
been there.
he's serene. He's moving chill. Everything's good.
Wait, caffeine
was
was an
me-
answer to this?
That was
Yeah.
me today, but not coffee. It's just my level of stress hit 100, to the point where it literally just went like, "Ah," and like all my brain just stopped stressing, and I was just like, you know what?
What did it go like?
I am so underwater, so burnt out. I'm so tired. Like these meetings that I'm getting out of, I am completely fried brain wise. I can't think straight. I try to talk to Emma, and she's like, you go take a nap." And it's not the best way to deal with it. And I know he's stressed out right now. He's also in an IT job. They're a little understaffed. We're understaffed. And it's rough when you got a lot of stuff, like a job is putting a lot on you. And this could be in any field. You know, you could be a lawyer, doctor, whatever.
Spray foam specialist.
Unless you're in government, you're taking a week off. So, you know,
Hey, good for you.
But, you know, it's important to give yourself permission to rest. And the most important part of that, as well as your significant others, need to be aware of it. You don't always need to get permission from them, but it's something that they need to understand that you need as well. Obviously might be a little hard. Like I have a wife taking care of a baby, and for me to be like, I'm going to go take a nap because I'm eepy. You know, like it's a little hard to tell to my wife that
Maybe don't say it like that.
Yeah. You know, but she knows that I work hard at work and I work hard outside of work. And for me to say like, I'm exhausted,
work hard, you know what I mean?
She understands that that's something I need.
She knows that Pete works hard and plays even harder.
Yeah. And you know, it's important to take breaks wherever you can. I think scheduling rest or scheduling time, it's giving yourself permission to rest. It's like setting a budget, like, oh wow, you know, I've been trying to be good with money, but like I have $50 left in my fun fund for this month. Like I'm gonna buy a video game or whatever. Like you can buy a video game for $50 anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But anyways,
where?
I know, right? Steam. You can get them on PC. They're really cheap. Anyways, what I mean by that is, you know, obviously if it's a conversation you need to have with your significant other, set those expectations. That's important. But if they get that already, you could just be like, hey, at a crazy day, like, or as you're wrapping up your day, be like, hey, I'm gonna just turn off my brain for a half hour, go take a nap. I'm gonna get in a shop for like 2 hours, and I'll come back. I'll feel refreshed, and that should be it. Like schedule the time so you don't feel guilty missing it because everyone's on the same page. And I think that was the biggest thing that has helped me try to like. I literally throw it on my calendar. It'll be like in the morning, like an hour of shop. Like I'm just prepping for the evening shift. Like after I clocked out at 8 o'clock, I got in a shop and I started working on a trailer. Had my cut list ready. I started running some electrical and I got that done. And then the podcast started. But I knew I had that hour to just go F around and find out. And it was great.
So you're saying the podcast isn't relaxing?
I love that
Dan, are you hearing how hard he's having to work here? Okay, just log that away for next week.
No,
I love the podcast because it's my time to chill and catch up with the boys. But at the end of the day, this is work. This is a lot of work to be done.
You just created more work for yourself.
I just created literally another half hour to an hour of work for myself tomorrow because I'm away this weekend. So everything has to be done tomorrow at some point.
Pete,
and
don't
I have
worry.
A day.
We know that you're stressed,
but at least I don't have to cut 300 whiskey smokers.
Tomorrow, Dan is going to take a nap because we know that you're stressed. So he's going to take a nap and
yeah, I'll do that for you, buddy.
This is
it's like pouring one out for you, but I'll be napping one out.
He's gonna nap one out for the homie.
And I will say this: sometimes things fall through. I fell 2 weeks behind for the first time in years on editing the pre-show and the video for everyone. Like I didn't have the first week. I was burned out, and we were at Texas, and some other stuff happened. Like I just literally had no time in my schedule to even sit down on my computer for an hour plus to whatever to edit everything. And not only that, but I had to get a bunch of clips because I have a list of clips. But at some point, I got to delete those files. They're taking up space. So like to sit down that one day to edit the 4 pieces of content plus like 4 or 5 clips that I did to find them to clip them together. I was sitting there for like 3 hours to get all that done. Between uploads, between everything, it adds up. And like, I love doing this.
Pete, real talk.
Yeah.
If you drop the video in our drive folder, I will handle the audio.
And I will clip it considering I still have to do maintenance on them anyway. So
Well, the clip, I know, but the timestamps don't always align. They got to find them and stuff. So, like, I have one that just says Craft Fair 309. So I'm going to have to go find that later.
Okay.
So, or sometimes it'll just say funny.
you know what is something that is probably important for all of us, not necessarily Dan, because he is his boss. Those of us in the corporate world, none of this. Oh, okay, this is going down a philosophical road that we don't have time to really get into, but none of this really matters. Like, end of the day, you are trading your time for pay at a job, overextending yourself to where you make yourself miserable outside of work. It doesn't really gain you a lot. And so why do it? Like, do your job well, but don't make your job become your personality. Like, don't make it consume you to where you can't be there for your family. You can't be there with your kids. You know, you can't enjoy life. We got one shot at this thing. Got to try and suck as much enjoyment out of it as you can. So,
yeah, exactly.
One shot at what?
One opportunity to seize everything that we've ever wanted, and we got to capture it, or we'll accidentally let it slip.
Like mom's spaghetti?
Yep.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So Dustin, try to schedule some family time, shop time, rest time.
Quit your job.
Between all the other stuff. Don't quit your
As
job.
I said, quit your
well, if
job.
you're gonna quit your job, you better have a new job lined up that pays more and has less
Also,
for
this isn't legal advice or financial advice.
you. Whatever Dan says, just
But
ignore
quit
it.
your job. Not legal advice or financial advice. Quit your job.
Oh, that's it.
Everybody's
the
quiet.
advice.
Oh, that's it.
That's
Okay.
the advice.
I
We
thought it was
were
gonna be way
waiting for
deeper
the
than
more
that.
advice.
No, that was it. That was
Okay.
it.
Yeah, just Dustin, just do that.
Heck it.
Heck it.
Don't heck it.
All right, that's all the questions.
Is that it?
Yeah, Steven, Mitch, Dustin, and Jeremy. Jeremy played twice, so he owes us double this.
Dream Team, Game 6.
There you go. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Hopefully, we're going to have an episode next week. We might do a little secret one or do a little live or something, so stay tuned. And again, just a reminder to anyone that's going to be at Maker Camp, that is a patron. We are going to be doing our patron pizza party, the Triple P. That is going to be at either the gazebo at the grandiose lake, that is really just a pond, or at the Onefinity container, no ship. So that's going to be Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, because that's where you will be. And let's see. Oh, sorry. I just saw Braden's typing secret messages to me. So yeah, we'll see you guys at Maker Camp, and also a huge shout out to also Maker Camp, who's the sponsor, and Gorilla Glue with all their fun, new, exciting products that they've got released, as well as the oldies but goodies. Make sure to go check them out at GorillaTuff.com.
I want to give a shout out to all of our patrons because they help us keep this gazebo next to the pond.
Our homies.
They literally keep the lights on as long as Dan charges them.
They've turned this pond
is
into
true.
a lake.
This is also true.
Yeah.
A lake that is in a red oak cookie, and it's sealed with penetrative epoxy.
Penetrating urethane glue.
You can join our patronage by going to patreon.com/anotherwoodshop podcast, or you could just type in iloveawp.com. That's it. That's all I got.
Sorry, Mary.
Oh, we're doing that? We're still on that?
Sorry,
Is that
man.
us? Can we do like sorry Emma or something? Or
I apologize to Emma in the group
there
chat
we go.
all
There
the
it is.
time.
There you go.
I apologize, Emma. There it is.
All right, guys, we'll see you at some point, and we're going to do a recap episode after as well, so make sure to tune in for that. We're going to grab some rando off the street at Maker Camp and force them to sit with us for 3 hours.
We should see if we could get the tall cowboy with the guns.
I get the
Hips.
feeling that he's a chatty fella. Just you got to
Yeah.
break down the wall, and then just nothing stops it.
He looks super chatty.
I have a feeling he's not.
He was very chatty when he thought that Dan didn't have a wristband. That's for sure.
Oh, was that during the incident?
No, that was after your almost fight when we first got there.
Oh, right. I forgot about
Remember
that.
when we wandered as we do?
You remember that, Dan? You remember? Yeah,
I remember
Dan,
that.
That's what's happening. You remember?
That was wonton bucket number 1.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
All right. Love you all. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
That'll be a long time.